go. Our village, and I'm a miracle, Yaniba. Stefan, so go for a flower. A year. Go, Yaniba. I'm an very casawa. I'm a very kitty papa. I don't you get by your. You see the down by. See the play. We are go to Yani. I don't find no for a flower. Hey, go to Yani. Oh. Tabas is the rule, and I'm very baka. Tabas is the rule, and I'm very. Why, I didn't know you there for a crowd. I've been there for the Yani. No, so my dog to play. I'm no alone. I say, what my belly was a racket. What my bed? I'm my body. Mama, I'm my body. I'm by you. I'm going to meet a very big papa. I can do what my body. I'm in there. Oh, Tabas is the rule, and I'm very baka. Tabas is the rule, and I'm very. Why, I didn't know you there for a crowd. I'm in there for the Yani. No, so my dog to play. I'm no alone. I say, what my belly was a racket. What my bed? I'm my body. Mama, I'm my body. I'm by you. I'm going to meet a very big papa. I can do what my body. My body. My body. I think I know, and I'm very baka. Tabas is the rule, and I'm very. Why, I didn't know you there for a crowd. I've been there for the Yani. No, so my dog to play. I'm no alone. I say, what my belly was a racket. What my bed? I'm my body. Mama, I'm my body. I'm by you. I'm going to meet a very big papa. I can do what my body. My body.
Good evening, folks. Samson told Labra Radio. We're here again this evening. We're going to do our best here to say thank you, folks. Samson told. Thank you. Sitting in for Mr. So. Hopefully, he will be joining us here very shortly. I'm in control, by the way. The men know I left power business. They telling me say in for me a few minutes. That few minutes, I sit in for you all day. I sitting, I'm not getting out of that chair. I the boss. I'm gonna sit down for him then when he comes. No, not tonight. Tonight, no. I'm not doing it. No sound. Again, folks, Samson told Labrador Public Room talking no sound, but do that. That's what we do here on the Labrador Public Room. I'm setting in for Mr. So. He will be joining me here very shortly, but I'm setting in for the whole night. I'm not giving you no power. The men know I left power business. Then he said, I'm saying for you. I'm not doing it. The men know I left power business. I'm going to sit down for him. No, I sit down for good. He's like, hey, you don't put people that mean they're in power. Then he said, get out of the chair. I beg you. My Esther, you can't join me. Tonight, we're not tabata, not easy. I give folks Samson to la proper. My granddaughter went on to spend time. So her juice, by the time she come back, the whole juice in the refrigerator will be gone. that right eat juice, that right drink the juice, that right smell the juice. You will catch me. I beg you. Let me drink my small Christmas, Christmas, happy Christmas, folks. Samson told I'm having fun already. No, I'm sitting in for Mr. So who's going to be joining me here very shortly. Safety, safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. We want to thank you for everything that you have done and continue to do. We ask for more life. We ask for life extension for all of us. We ask for more blessing. We thank you for things yet to come, my Lord. But because we believe in you and we have faith in you, we know good things are still there to come. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And we receive it in your name. Thank you. My Lord, we sit here again tonight. We ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Baka, be blessed. Extend his life. Whatever he touches, my Lord, bless his hand. Whichever door he knocks, please open the door in the interest of the Liberian people. My Lord, you give up President Bakai, and we ask you guide him. Give him wisdom to do what is good for our people. We ask those that are around him that are not in cooperative, whatever it is, that they are not cooperating with the president. My Lord, we ask that you convince them to see reason to do what is good. We want to thank you. We want to thank you for everything. We want to thank you. My Lord, we ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. Okay. Tabata time. Buwan, thank you for joining me. Let me say, a baby drink. My granddaughter wanted to spend time with her mom. So by the time they come back, the refrigerator is empty. All the baby juice gone. They may come in to join me here again. They may, he come and say, all kind of nyama. Prince Aripa, he can't get that. Tomorrow, you myself for him. Photo for, I don't hold you, send me the link. Tomorrow, you look at that becoming right, big thing here. Prince Sherry, my name is S. If you want to be serious now, Samson. No P. And not Clarice Samson, them people are Samson. The one who the ladder call your hair, but he's still strong. That mean. The man who had a cord and you were blinded, but he's still God giving power. That means the power guy, Samson told. My if you play no kind of thing tomorrow, you must have with that photo. I beg you, you don't come cock clip and play me drinking baby juice and my granddaughter stealing my granddaughter. I beg you, don't start that. Again, folks, Samson told Labrador Public Radio. So I will do something here before I get into my subject matter here tonight. I will continue to do this. I believe this is it. Yes. But I think to do ourselves a good deal, let me see what Prince wrote here. Oh, I like the picking. He left my title. That's why I love Prince Sharif for. He put my title in there. Board chair of Labrador Public Radio. You see, we will examine improve. Prince Sharif, what you think? Who you think? I come to come join you to come to all your that. I will put you in one by one. I will do it. Listen to Prince Sharif. We will examine improvements in rule of law, job creation, corruption, and agriculture following years of opposition against the CDC led by His Excellency President Dr. George Martin. When I go there tomorrow, I can't say anything. The way they get it near that, I don't want no power. His Excellency Dr. No, His Excellency President Dr. George M. Weah. Don't miss the important conversation on Liberia progress. The liberal progressive will be there. Ah, I'll be there. I'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there. Yeah, I know we'll be there. We'll be there. But anyway, so what I want to do as I'm going to continue my historical facts on Saturday so that folks back home will be able to join us as well. But here's what I'm going to do. I have here in my possession. I made a video. These are non video that I copy. When I went home about 2 years ago, Daniel, good evening, folks. Y'all join Prince Sherry's show tomorrow. Y'all will see. He said 7. He said 7 o'clock. Did he just say what time? 7 p.m. Eastern time will be what? 4. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll be ready. Other game with beefing playing. So, okay. The issue this coming on Saturday and stuff, we will do the historical facts. I want to do a little bit of my own research. Former President, the late President Tubber. Some of the things I've been reading about him lately. As I try to prepare myself for this upcoming new program here, I try to be involved. So I immerse myself into all things Tubber. But what I'm finding out so far, is that Tubber was very, 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 he's a genius, to be honest with you. But he was in two-way party jailhouse. Forget about bubble. For President Baga, then they in bubble. But President Tubber was in jail on a two-way party government. The president, but he was in jail. He couldn't move much. His brother refused to let him be the way he wanted things to be happening. But not that. So Tubber has this idea of, and it was very sad. It's very sad. The more I read about it, the more I start feeling a little bit apprehensive about the whole thing. I'm a progressive, for Christ's sake. I'm one of the first soldiers for the progressive, for Christ's sake. But the issue was, Tubber, when Bacchus Matthew and the rest of the progressives started pushing, he thought he saw the opening to warn his brothers and sisters of the two-way party group. Let's take this opening or we're all going to drown. That's what I told you. I said I was there for Baka and inauguration. I was there for President. We had inauguration. He said, let's take this opportunity or we're going to drown. Because Tubber he believed in himself so much that he believed that if he was going to go one-on-one or any other political party, be the PAP political party or whatever political party, that he was going to win. Tubber also started extending himself outside of Liberian politics. He started being involved in the peace movement of the black people all over the world. He was involved. And so he started coming up with non-alliance. Yeah, non-alliance. It means we won't be allowed to talk to whoever we want to talk to. We are not at that time. The Soviet Union and the United States were at odds. East versus West. It was worse than what it is now. Bad people were dying too. There was no question asked. In East Berlin, in Germany, they will shoot people if you try to cross over the gate. The fence they put down, you cross it, they will shoot you if they can get to you. You come into the West, they will shoot you. They fenced the whole area. They got the gate called Charlie. It is not now because Germany all crap. No, it was not like that. But Tubber and his kind were very much involved. And he believed at the time that not a lion was suitable for Liberia, in that Liberia was going to be free, be allowed to make decisions, side with whoever, talk to whoever. Uh-uh. Uncle Sam said, no, we're not going to have that. So he decided to come up with what he called humanistic capitalism. Oh, if you read our book, huh? Humanistic capitalism. And one other guy wrote similar stuff like that. Julius Nyerere, I believe from Tanzania, and his own was um, African socialism. But they both were finding were on the same line. Coming, Taba wanted to use the people themselves. Taba wanted, thank you, Gibson, thank you for joining us. Taba wanted to use the Liberians themselves to empower themselves through the process of capital. He wasn't going to socialist, no. But the fact that he has some sort of a connotation of whatever it is connecting to that, the West was not too keen about that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. In that process, he truly believed that if he were to be allowed to have a debate with any of the progressive, be it Bacchus Matthew, Dr. Don, Oscar Quia, Dr. Sawyer, Dr. any one of them, that he was going to defeat them if they were to have one-on-one debate. Because no, he's a doctor, for Christ's sake. He's a highly, highly educated person as well, except he was a president. And he was obedient president to the Republic of Liberia because he served for Honor President Tubman. And he didn't hear no noise. And because of that, he believed that they should open it up. In 1974, he gave a speech to the House of Representatives, the Senate or whatever you want to call it now, where they in there, and I think I read it here to you guys. He said, where in the world, and I'm paraphrasing it because I don't know the specific code, where in the world that you will find minority will be in control of the daily activities of the majority. You are asking for trouble. 1974. So when Bacchus then came, he thought he had a perfect opportunity to enlighten his two party brethren that this, if we miss the boat, we are doomed. They were not for it. And it's all in that book. It was advised strongly. If you turn this thing over to the country people, that in majority we will no longer get power and they will treat us worse than what we have been treating them. During Dr. Formula Senior trial, Richard Henry, not Richard Henry, but what's the GAAP, who was the lead counselor for the government at the time, asked Dr. Formula, who sold us? I have that here. Who sold us to slavery? For which you're telling us that we come back. How did we get there? Who took us there? Blaming the Liberians and the Liberian society for slavery. So my intent here is, as I try to do this on a very serious note, I'm going to do my best to get some real papers. Because I have, from the perspective of the progressive, I have many of their documents here. And then when the progressive was successful in dislodging the two-way party, and through their message, of course, the coup came in. But the coup, most of the follower of the coup are the same follower of progressive. So you can say the progressive led coup. You can say that. I don't mind saying that. I don't mind saying that because immediately after the coup, who were the people the progress the coup leader employed immediately? The progressive. So we know that. We know the connection. And so I want to seriously look into why was Thomas not successful convening his people to convince them to follow his lead. But that's something yet to come. Samson too. Let me drink my granddaughter juice a little bit. Mr. Soul, you already come for a show. I'm drinking juice here now. Plenty juice. Tabata come and start. So my people. Hey. Mm, 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 mm. You know, the day before yesterday, was it day before yesterday? Yeah, day before yesterday. Mr. Soul, really, and this, you know what he does, he kind of stuff, it helped me relieve myself. Because once you are truthful, when the truth comes from the shoulder, when you put that truth down, you feel light. And that's exactly the conversation we had the other day. He asked me the question, come 2026, what you think we in the media industry, what would be our responsibility? Should we continue to do? And I told him cleanly, I'm saying it again. And this is the example tonight. Mr. So, if you don't know that, he's a trained journalist, went to school for that, has a degree in journalism. Samson, on the other hand, he has a degree in tabata. Ah, Prince Sherry, you got me to contend with tomorrow. Samson, on the other hand, has a degree in tabata. He even got degree, but he can talk. So on very seriously, so I told Mr. So, I said, look, I feel bad for you because you, as a trained journalist, when we bring a topic to discuss here, you are very careful how the topic is discussed. You try to follow the journalistic ethic because you're bound by that. That's your area. You're trained in that area. I, on the other hand, I'm not bound by journalistic ethic. I don't have a degree in it. I'm a talk show host. Good evening, Wilson. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a talk show host. So I throw it out there as raw as I see it. And I'm depending on the audience to divulge it or let it go. But you, on the other hand, as a journalist, you want to not necessarily like you're gonna sanitize it, not because you want to massage it, what have you, but you want to make sure that when it comes out of your hand, it is done responsibly. It is done with your career, the journalistic actor. You put everything together. But me and many other Liberians who are platform, we are not bound. We're not journalists. We're not bound by no journalistic ethic. However, we are bound by moral, not to lie, especially me. So that's what I was telling him the other day. You know, I was telling him the other day. I said, many of us that have this social media, anybody from Total right now, when they're ready to open their platform, who will stop there? You say I say, well, you got journalism degree, the business. I stay on their platform. I tell you, go sue me. You heard Terry saying the other day. If somebody says something you like, go sue him. Well, in the field of journalism, the people have to be precise in their reporting. Me and the other, and I give it an example. I said, but when we say something, it doesn't mean that it's not true. Take for example, Honorable Henry Costa, Honorable Walter Spoon. They say these things with evidence. And not that they're not true, but they're raw and they put it out there. So do I. And I told Mr. So, you see, Why journalists, who journalists will come and start drinking baby juice on the show? I am the only journalist that can do that. So, no, on a very serious note, my man, marketplace yourself, so you don't want to stay. We see you tomorrow. You stay, you don't stay. I say, and don't come, maybe, all kind of nyama here. Okay, so, and then I said, I feel bad for you. And tonight is one of those nights. Let me bring in Terry. Oh, Terry run away again. So, on a very serious note, we come out here, we engage you, the audience, we give you information that we believe to be truth, left for you to decide how you're going to utilize that. It's up to you. And that's why we're asking you to take it serious. Let me bring in Terry's back. That's why we're asking you to take this thing serious. We don't come here. Yeah, sometimes I come here, I make fun and things. So what if I make fun? That what? Does it mean what I'm saying is not true, or does it mean what I'm talking, the subject matter that I'm engaging, I'm not familiar with it? You able to tell me that? I'm gonna come and be serious like dog kid every day. That's the only way you can. Don't watch my show. Coming to come. Your thing I here for kumbaya business. If I come here, I make fun. You don't like it. Bye bye bye. See you. I've been doing this thing for the last 18 years. That today that I'm gonna put phone. I'll put phone. I will laugh anytime I want. Think about it. If I come in here, making it, take it serious for 2 hours straight, you able to stand me? I beg you, man. If I'm to sit down, man. Tara, good evening. Thank you for joining us. What's on your plate? For me,
Good evening, sir.
my plate tonight, the subject matter I want to talk about tonight is not easy. It's not easy. The same thing you do to me, somebody else coming to do with you. The same thing you do to me, somebody they're coming for a coon. According to the story we've been reading from Prophet chapter, they're coming for coon. Coon is done. Capu, finito.
Liver,
Uh,
that's Tabata. It's not
okay,
going to work.
okay.
It's not going to work. Yeah, drink your sun tap and chill because
Uh, okay. I will drink my juice.
drink your juice
Drink
and
it.
chill.
We drinking juice.
That thing not going to work, liver.
Terry,
You see, if to say that the president
you heard Yaga got back today.
forget about Yeke Koluba, man. What did Yeke
Okay,
Koluba have not said?
okay.
We have heard Yeke Koluba talking. You
But
see,
these
let me tell
people
you,
used to be
the honor
those are some
money.
of his supporters.
What they're trying to do is to put Musa Belete there because Musa Belete is trying to make they make things difficult for the president because he's looking at trying to secure the presidency. That thing have been there for a long time. They've been trying to work out that modality. Stanton
Okay,
was just a scapegoat to
they
use
say now. But
to
I'm talking
establish
about front
something.
page. I'm talking about Spoon TV.
But
I'm
Frompe
talking about front page.
run this year, they see run this year then liberal. We're waiting to see. And they say when they will boycott Sonia and they will how you call it thing? They will
Boycott the
boycott the
opening.
Sonia and they will boycott the opening. We won't see how it will happen.
Okay, but in the
When we
meantime,
see it happening, then we'll know maybe
me are
something
not
happening.
waiting. I will start
But
talking about it.
that thing will not work. I know I'm not saying you can't talk about it. It's a fine thing. It's a good discussion. We here to talk about it. We can scramble over it, but it will not work. And the reason it will not work is just simple. All those lawmakers in our house chasing money. Every one of them chasing money. And the budget is controlled by the executive.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to forgo anything because of Musa ability. They're not going to do it.
Musa Berete Nina, you mean in the paper?
He
And
the one
Nina
doing
there.
nothing. He the one on the money nothing.
The man Nina
Because
there.
at the end of the day, that he the one that will make speaker. When the insurrection started in the house with what his name with removing Kofa. You ever saw Richard Kun? Richard Kun appeared last minute of time. That when they brought Rachel Kun in, Rachel Kun was not in the picture
He put his left hand up.
when you put a left hand up. So this is about Musa ability. This whole thing that going on that Musa doing it.
I
Because
don't.
Kofa
I
can't come
haven't
back.
seen it. I haven't seen it.
Kofa can't come back. Don't
And
have
I bet
Kofa.
most likely if they even
That
decide
Musa.
even if they decide to do that, Musa ability will not seek the position.
Who would not seek the position?
Musa will not be speaker.
Labor, you didn't even know what happening.
They will not make. They will not. Musa will not.
Labor, the other one, you don't know what happening on it. You don't really know the politics, the deep politics that playing. So what happening here? Musa
Well,
ability have changed. So you can hear about Musa talking about that project anymore.
no, no. The government said we will help you to build it. So you change your mind.
Mhm.
But
So now he going in the house. Now he changed his strategy. He got a couple of people in the upper house, which is the how you call it in the Senate. He got a few people in the Senate that are willing to work along with him. Edwin Snow. That's why you look at Musa ability format a few days. He been moving with Edwin Snow. He been moving with Nathaniel McGay. When I think came out a few days about Richard Kuhn, who spoke on it on Spoon or something, that was Nathaniel McGay quoting the law. Go read what McGay wrote.
I saw that. That's why
Mhm.
I said the same thing you do to me, somebody
Yeah,
ever do to you,
but let's see how it's gonna
you will
hold.
be removed.
It will not work.
Look, the team, they team that school on Kuhn the last time, it's gonna hurt him.
That thing do not have weight to
It's
remove
gonna
Kuhn.
hurt him. It's
It
gonna
don't have
hurt him.
weight, labor.
It's
If
gonna
they
hurt
say
him.
if they say they have something on Kun where in a banning in Liberian law, then they got a point.
They're
But the
not even
man,
going with that. They don't
that thing
even mention.
happened way
They're not even
2013.
mentioning it. They're not even mentioning. But underneath,
So
it's what
what is they mentioning?
they're talking
What?
about them being him and Fala, whatever Fala is, they're corrupt. They want them removed.
So how many lawmakers you have to remove them
Oh, right now,
to boycott?
according to the news, they have 24 who are together right now. 24 of them.
24 of majority lawmakers.
No, 24 of the former majority black.
Yeah.
24. And they also said there are other people that were calling when they were having their meeting. Now, if they are 24 and Honor Kofa and Yeka Koluba group and they bring some more people, it's a done deal.
But there's the thing. What formulate the majority black? Because you got 73 lawmakers in the house. So the majority of the 73 is how much? It's going to be around 38 or so, 30 something. To make a majority to determine quorum. When you're 24, you don't get quorum yet. You say you get quorum. So even if you boycott session, you yet still do not have the number to say you are declared a majority black.
They are going for the number.
Yeah, but that what I'm saying.
Unless you and your and Rescue 3 are ready to do a brown envelope.
But how you think like bro running?
Oh,
That copper, that pangana oil.
but today I made you fair to tell President Baga to steal that. I mean, who made President? Today I made you fair. They want to part that pure is coming from you. I said,
but even the first time they removed that man, and we all were sitting now, we were talking it, that brown envelope, that nothing was free. How you think the people were in RLJ for over 3 months? Who were paying that bill? And you remember we discussed it on the show, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that President Boga is the number, but that is how it is done in Liberia. That's what I'm saying, in my opinion. But why you think Fala made a move to go and join the Speaker John Unity Party? Because he need protection. Not even only for all the money they stole, but also he need protection on the job as a deputy speaker. And they will make sure, the government will make sure to protect him. That all the people that in that whole thing. You saw Rachel Kuhn dancing with his newfound wife the other day.
Like, nice.
The people guessing in our country too much. But liberal, you need the currency there are 22 22, not 24. Yeah, we get about 22. Yeah, what Spoon say, but Labor is reading from front page magazine. So maybe front page is saying something else.
Let me
But
bring let me bring in Rachel Kuhn defender. let
who
you
will take
let you come out. Rachel Kuhn defender. Good good evening, man. Everything you stated predicted and everything they know that you are cutting sin. It
You
coming
are
to
it.
pass. Why how you know they meant so much like that?
I beg you, I'm not part of that discussion today. I'm not here for Richard Kuhn topic.
Why?
Please.
Why you want to discuss Rachel Kuhn?
No, I don't want to be part of that discussion today.
Oh,
Please
oh,
take
okay,
me off.
okay. All right, okay. All right. How you doing, madam?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, because some are not orators, some are ain't get it. The Johnson, the Thompson, and whatever name. Some are get it country name. And especially when you're not calling for no far, they say, oh, they don't even know English. Then they put us in that back in our bubbles and our background. But hey, one thing, I'm not an auditor. I'm a politician, not by any means. I am a real politician. I strategize and hit my points. I don't go be on the background talking like preacher reading and be running like blah 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 blah, get up, blah, blah.
Oh,
No,
I'm going on
I
pre-Sherry show tomorrow.
I hit my target. I know where my targets are. I hit those 0 points. My aim and objective, I put it through. When I put it through, I just relax and see my results, and that's what I do.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
let's let's test that theory then. If I always theory, what's going on with Rachel Kuhn that you can tell us now?
That particular one,
Hmm.
I am not ready in it with them.
Okay.
Everybody playing their own politics, and they're doing it in a wrong way. They
But
should have love.
you think Rachel Kuhn gonna be removed?
Where that I can dictate, and I'm not pushing it. They want to do it, they should do it the right way. For me, I've always said I don't go targeting or getting at people personally. I'm getting at people on a national issues, and I have no personal issues, with Richard Kuhn. The issues I have with Richard Kuhn is Liberian's problem. If Mr. Toe and I having a problem, is our personal problem. I look at Liberia, the national issues. If he has stolen money from the Liberian people or phone in a corrupt act, I will fight the Liberian people to the fullest. But that is a domestic affairs, and we all know many, I don't care wherever people are, they have their own domestic affairs. And
Okay.
I don't think that should lead to somebody's,
No,
being
but that's not
removed.
what it. That's not even that. I know it's similarly on the hold on 1 minute. Let me respond to Anthony Gay. Anthony Gay, if you have Mr. So Alfonso So number, you can just contact him, and then hopefully he will add you on to be one of the panelists here, of course. So just give him a call. So but that's not what the people are saying though. They call themselves influencer lawmaker, blah blah blah. They call themselves what's the name they call themselves? Hold on, give me a minute here. Some kind of name they gave themselves. Uh, but anyway,
But Mr. To, we were here and I brought up the same issue. If you can
as
remember.
you say, you don't want that shit. Well, let's leave it.
No,
Let's
but you
leave
see,
it
the thing
because
about
I'm
it,
getting
I'm
ready to
talking
play
about the
some tape.
domestic,
I'm
the
getting ready
domestic.
to play
No, that
some
one a
tape.
national issue now we're going to discuss. That the domestic one, I don't want to get involved
Oh,
in.
okay, okay, all right,
Eh.
okay.
Mhm. I am saying the other time when we
But why do you
started with
want?
the issue,
Wait. Why do you want to discuss the domestic issue? Are you not Liberian?
I'm a Liberian.
No, but why you want to discuss the domestic issue?
We're talking about
Rachel Kuhn.
relationship aspect, the relationship aspect and all of that.
But you're an educated person. You should be able to have some educational.
But I meant private life, bro. Maybe
Oh
they
God,
don't want
labor.
to go into the man private life.
Eh. I'm talking about and we'll talk that later. Let's talk the
So the man,
important one
according
first.
to you now, since it's a private life, Mr. Collins, I'm getting ready to call the name, the CDC can call. I'm getting ready to
Well,
call.
political pastor.
Political pastor. But according to you, Mr. Collins, so Rachel Kuhn is allowed to marry 5 wives and even marry her own sister. Is that why you want to call domestic issue?
But we don't know
Well,
yet whether
it
he
left for the people
remember
who having
marry his
it left
sister.
for the people who having a relationship with him. If they tolerate it, that's their business.
Because
That's the thing about it.
your
The
law
people who
grants you the
having affairs
opportunity
with
to
him,
marry more than one
if
wife.
yeah, if they
Okay.
tolerate it,
What
then
law?
We
it's
don't
What law?
their
know
business.
the
Like
traditional marriage.
Liberia say you must
The
marry two
Liberia
wives.
have traditional
Yeah,
marriage, right?
traditional marriage, you can marry more than one
You can
woman.
marry more than. So I am saying that is the
Baby,
relationship
I'm going to
excess.
Liberia in February. Lee will go. According to the people say I can marry baby. They say I can marry 2 wives in Liberia. So Lee will go. I go
Yeah,
to
when your
Liberia.
wife accept it. Eh?
Traditionally, you can marry more than one wife in
No,
Liberia.
no, no,
Traditionally,
no, no, you get it wrong. When you have decided to go to the church and legally marry, that is not traditionally anymore.
yes,
You
but
have
that's what I'm
chose,
saying.
you
That's
have
what I said.
chose,
Traditionally,
yeah, you have chose to neglect your tradition and
All
go with the
right, you're not
Western.
lead that
right.
one.
You
So
go with
when
the
you do that
Western.
one, you can marry only one.
Yes. So if
Yes.
you chose to be a traditional man, that one for
But why
me, I
can't I
can tell.
pray to God and at the same time eat my cassava leaves? Why can't I do that one?
Okay, be eating a quesadilla when you are caught in it, then you know how you
Right.
handle it. Uh-huh. Eat it.
When they chasing you in the with
But
mother
Okay.
pencil,
When
then
if you have cut up if you have cut up with you, then you know exactly
yeah,
how to
that
handle
leader.
it.
Okay, the other topic. I know that one of the things I know about Liberian.
Uh,
They can't discuss it. They themselves, their feet all over. Who amount of will come discuss Rachel Coon issue and say they clean? Ain't no Mr. Clean
that
here.
that what the woman that what the lady said when they were saying throw the stone. What did Jesus say? He said if you find yourself clean, throw her the stone. And what happened next?
Okay.
Many
Let's
of
let's
them.
let's let's go back. Let's forget about Rachel Coon and whatever happened. That's something different. But let's go back to the issue at hand. So according
Yes.
to the newspaper,
Yes.
these
That was.
lawmakers saying that they're going to boycott the opening section of the legislature. They
Mhm.
believe on Rachel Kuhn and Deputy Speaker Fala. They have not been given fair share. They believe that under the leadership of the House of Representatives, the staffers, people who work for the representatives and other places, they are not getting their money. In fact, because of their action, they believe that people did not even get paid for the holiday. And according to them, these things were very difficult on the lives of the Liberian people that were employed by the House of Representatives. So, because of these few things, they are now saying they will make it a little bit difficult to govern. What do you got? What do you stand on that, Terry? Let's hear from you. Then we can go to Mark.
liberal. I said that
Yo, hold on, hold on. What happened to Moses? Moses said, wait, we can't see you anymore. Junior said, wait,
this
I'll
is the
see you
first.
again.
This is the festive season, liberal. So maybe the man is
Oh,
under the blanket.
oh, we're talking Richard Cool. Then he said,
But we're talking Rachel Kung. Now Rachel
then
Kung
he said, on a
discussing.
blanket. Let's forget that
Mr. Sigbe is but yeah, so liberal.
one. Yeah.
You see, one of the things that CNN did that me I supported her for from the last or declaration or last decree that was read, it was very, very clear. He put it squarely. And Mr. Kofa said that what he wanted, or Musa Bede didn't say the law is the law. So that means they will have to give us a 49.
Oh,
Because Rachel Kuhn,
now your no number.
oh yeah, but y'all say we shouldn't go the wrong way. And now what y'all say, we agree, we follow the law. So then you read all the law in the law and even use the Italian. a word, I know Italian or Latin word, ultravirus. And today we have ultravirus. So you have to produce 49, lawmakers' signature to determine that Rachel Kuhn is not the legitimate speaker. Until you can produce that, every other thing you own is tabata. And with the president being the president in favor of Richard Kuhn, I doubt that what they're pursuing will work. And more to that, they don't even have sufficient reason to move Richard Kuhn. What is the how you call it? That thing, what is it they can put together again? They got some kind of what they can use to get rid of the speaker. That's something we all were looking for. They say they got the 49, 48 did that. So they need to have that particular
They
document ready.
majority to they got to get to
Yeah,
tear
yeah, to tell majority, but
to tear majority.
yeah, but with certain document, they gotta present the document with two-third majority to get rid of the speaker. So until they have that, Richard Kuhn remains speaker. So we're waiting to see if they're willing to go through the struggle. We're waiting to see. That's all I can say to that, liberal.
Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you, madam. Let's hear from you on this.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. To. And I want to say good evening to all of you and the people of Liberia and those that are listening to this uh, platform now and will come later to listen to us. I'm glad to be here tonight.
Oh, excuse me,
Uh,
ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Let me call their name. They call them reformist movements. That's the
yeah.
name of the group. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, when you saw the other day that I was against the removal of Speaker Kofa the way it happened, I was trying to avoid the same thing from occurring. Because what happens is this: when people try to use the wrong media in getting people off, the next thing is you will get another group like what we're seeing now to go through similar process of a removal. And because it was tolerated, the only thing we have to tell them, it has to be done the right way. The right way is go through the right medium, the laws, follow the rules, follow all every point of the laws. If you follow that and you are successful, hey, for me, I give you my blessing. Anything outside of that, we will resist it and we will continue to say it should be done the right way. And I was telling Kuhn the other time, and this is why when you said that I was against Kuhn, was the same reason I was against Kuhn for that. Why would you guys, group of people, just get together and want to remove a sitting speaker then? And the way they were doing it, they were not following the right procedure. And yet they forced it and got him off. Okay, they forced it and got him off. My own thing is we all, came to a quiet level because they went through the right process. And that's what, for me, let them go through the process. If they can go and get the majority, and the thing will happen is this. The thing that those same group of people sitting and waiting for them to vote the same way. I say in every election, not everybody that you were able to get yesterday, you are able to get them today. Because that's going to make it difficult for them. But go through the right process. If you go through the right process and get successful, well, we can do that. A majority. We in democracy. So if you get the highest number and with the two-thirds, okay, we give you the speakership. Other than that, I think they are running through the wrong path. And if they continue in this path, they don't want to have better leadership in that in the house. Because if they go through it this way, find another person put in there, few months, another group will emerge again. And which is a bad precedent they're setting. It is a very bad precedent they're setting. And if you think I can push Mary out today, tomorrow Elizabeth or Esther will come and push me out. So I think that's what is happening. It's a wrong process they have, or wrong pattern they are following, and we should put stop to it now. or else they are going to carry about. The thing is, when they are holding the government hostage, the masses suffer. So we should start telling them now that it's the wrong path to take it. We saw the last time when we were hauling, doing that hauling and polling, and when the president came to say, okay, we'll work with the majority black people have, people have other things to do because they're not going to be holding on the process of the government running to hostage.
I see.
I think it's a bad pattern. They should put a halt to it and let have this government running. Thank you.
Thank you. Terry, let me come back to you here very quickly before we close on this. You stated earlier with the president support for corn, it will be difficult to do Somi. So what happened if these people have the 49? Will the president agree or follow the rule and say, yes, I will support the new speaker?
But if they have the 49 labor, then we don't need to have a conversation.
No, I know that.
You know,
But
yeah, the president can do nothing about it. It's a separate branch of government. But this is where I believe that the president is not going to sit down and allow that to happen because he know what he went through with that. Because here's the thing that Musa Bede is trying to do.
I'm just
Allegedly,
don't understand
let me use the word allegedly before somebody sue me.
where Musa name coming out of this because I don't see Musa around this thing at all.
He's the one doing it. You will say, I say, hey, the same way I told you before, and you say, oh, watch what I'm telling you. The 22 are the very same 22 that voted for Musa Belete in the House. That the same people that voted Musa Belete. So these are the people that say the reformists, blah, 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 all of that. The law is the law, all those kind of things. Sooner or later, you will see them with a t-shirt too. But, but here is the thing. That is a political theater. Musa is good at divine things. His aim and objective will come in twofold. If he do not succeed in removing Richard Kuhn, he might succeed in stalling the government progress for half of 2026. And if he can achieve that goal, he will punish the government, and JMB will not be able to thrive to accomplish his agenda because he could stall the work of the legislature for the next 6 months or 3 months based upon the impact that is projected. So that is what I'm looking at if he decides to even make that attempt. Even if he don't succeed to remove Richard Kuhn, there's a possibility that he could stop the government and stall the progress of the government to limit the government from functioning the way they're supposed to function until his demands are met. Until his demands are met. You know what they did to him in a few days, the gas, all those kind of things. So Musa Berede is coming back, he's paying back, and he got the money to do it. But let's see how far he can go with the president in charge. And I know that this president is not going to sit back and just look at the whole thing and say, let it go.
Okay.
Or else they're going to haunt him and his leadership as well.
Thank you. Again,
And I just wanted to add something, Mr. Tool.
go ahead.
The last time when this issue began, what did they do? It started with seditions. They thought they were using that same means of getting the speaker off, then they would get a sedition to get in power. But we saw the trend it took. That today they declined. They said, oh, they were not seditions that brought out the uprise against the speakership. Because they were thought Kofa now was gaining more power over Wia. They thought by taking Kofa from the speakership, that would have reduced Kofa from the speakership to bring him lower than being his ambitions coming over to be a president. They fought him. I can promise Musa Berete, if he takes that venture, he's gonna lose it. All of his effort will be going in vain. All of the resources he will be investing in will not yield any fruit. So I can tell him for true that he will not succeed in that minor.
Thank you. Again, folks, Samson told sitting in for Mr. So tonight, and I'm praying and hoping that Mr. So will come and take it over as soon as possible. I'm here with Mark Kotu, and Mr. Collins is here as well, giving me some information here. I also read in the paper today where President Bakai, the President of the Republic of Liberia, the father of the nation, Mr. Clean, gives clemency to Liberians eligible inmates across the country. Let's start with you, Mark Kotu. What do you make of that?
Thank you, Mr. To this happens, in every leadership. And like we said, these were inmates that, according to him, I obeyed, because sometimes they say if you obey the rules and regulation, if you follow, or no matter what the terminology they use for it, follow, I think some correction that I mean I have control over at this time. But if they were able to follow the rules and regulation and abide by all the rules given them in jail, I think that is the best way, because what we see in people that are confined, there are just minor issues, like people having confusion, somebody is owing, and because they have power, sometimes they put some people in jail, and some minors sometimes they get involved into the drugs and things, and because of that, they found themselves into a situation they are led into jail. But if they can meet up, with the requirement set for them, and like he said, there should be people who are cleared by the officials responsible. It's not just going there to say, oh, let Mary or X come out, but they should be cleared and acceptable to be released. And I think in that manner that Clement said, there is an exemption, because I think they have a certain group of people that are not given such clemency. I think for murder or federal crimes, I think they are not given certain privileges.
Thank you. So let
Yeah.
me come to you on this here, Terry. It says here there were 72 of them, 70 Liberian national and 2 Guinean national, comprised of 70 males and 2 female, including 2 journalists. All were convicted of non-capital felony of offense. But the question that I have for you, Terry, and I wish the security analysts were going to be here to help us out here tonight. But let me ask you this: you think Liberia or the president, under his leadership, do they have system in place to guide these people back into the society positively? Do they have something like how do you call it, parole process, or do they have some sort of a halfway house? Because many of these people that are coming from jail, we don't know how long they were in there. But if, God forbid, if they were in there for a long time, they probably have no touch with society now. And they are coming out with these kinds of hard time in Liberia. What are they going to do with them? And how do they expect these people to survive? Is there a job out there waiting for them? Or is it something that most likely we will see them back in prison because no job, they might find themselves be misbehaving again? How do we go about this here?
Well, I think the prison should have correction officers to train people, how to be good citizens. Because when you go to prison, within a period of time, you therefore, people taking notes on you. And I believe based upon the recommendation, the president could take or give them, executive clemency, meaning that they already fit to return back to the society based upon the conduct while in prison. The only thing is that yes, it's traumatizing to go to a society wherein You got to now fetch food for yourself. You're not going to be depending on government to feed you like when you're in prison. But what was better? You being in prison or you being a free person where you can innovate and make move for yourself to innovate. Now I do agree. We need to put mechanism into place to integrate these people back into the society. But unfortunately, I doubt that we have that capacity. That is why we need to put forth recommendations to the government for them to begin to build uh, prison facilities that will include all these things. So people go into prison, they can go to school, they get career, they learn. When they come out of prison, they can be able to find job. We need a jobs because most of the people say outside who are not in prison, they didn't get job. Then one more about the one coming from prison who have not been educating themselves for over a period of time. So obviously, I understand it's going to be hard to integrate, but I do believe that the president is giving this executive clemency because they need to free up some space in the prison as more people going in. Because I heard something that there are a lot of people on the docket. There are a lot of cases that our judiciary have not even been able to adjudicate because of the lack of, there is no space in the prison. There is no prison to send these people. So that's what I was thinking. Whether if they have any monies in the budget that they got to plan to extend the prison or so, because you have crimes. Crimes will continue to increase as the human race increases in the country. So obviously you have a point. I doubt that they do have, but I think those guys were able to vet these people and know that they would not be of great harm or threat when the president grant them executive clemency.
Thank you, Terry. My only concern here is that I hope this is not one of those president putting the father of the nation out there just because you want to show. I hope they thought it through that when these people are getting out, even if there's no stipends for some sort of a money to give them or what have you, that they must have got in touch with their families and that their family are willing to welcome them back in the society fully, and hopefully we'll be able to help them because without the family linkage, without the family involvement, Terry, I doubt if this program gonna work because many of these people coming out, they're gonna need jobs. Many of them are coming out. They're already been in prison. Their life has always been around for them. I don't know how long they were in jail for, but many of them have associated themselves with criminals so far. Because if you're in jail, that's the most of the people there with they are criminals. Most of them, according to the law. And so I hope that the clemency process itself is a good thing, but I hope that they will be able to find reason that some of these people will be placed in a situation where we're all going to be proud of and make sure that this thing is done properly and not one of those rascal idea of saying, oh, the president here, look how much president clemency freeing people. Yeah, free them to go where? How they even gonna? If some of them from Granada, how they leave from Monreal to go to Granada, we don't even know. But anyhow, thank you. Let me go on to the next subject matter here. The very shortly here, and before I go on to say this here, I'm a supporter. Let me make it clear to many of you that are watching. I'm a supporter of this president. I'm not a member of Unity Party. And so I say this again. I'm going to be going home here very shortly. And while I was home a year or so, or two or so ago, I videotaped the entire road corridor from Fishtown all the way to past Second Pier. I was almost in Ganta when the tire issue happened. So I have the footage, the entire footage from Fishtown all the way. I have that. I'm going back again. I'm gonna do my best to videotape the entire road. In fact, when I was doing the videotape, when we were coming back to Monrovia, whenever we hide in a place where there's so much bad, I get up and videotape those particular bad spots. I'm going to watch for those areas because I know those areas. I'm going to watch. There was some bridge over there between Secretary and grow it. They have their fancy plates that when you get there, they tell everybody to get out, and then the car go over it. Now I believe that place has been fixed. Those are the kinds of place that I'm gonna showcase. So when I come back, like I stated here earlier, I'm not going to promote the Unity Party, but I will tell the Liberian people what have changed since the last time I was there. If you think I'm going to use that as a political means to promote the president agenda, so be it. I'm being truthful. If nothing has done, some of the stuff they say, oh, look at the house, look at the road, it's so clean, the people fix it. I will show that as well. So let me go with that said, Terry, let me come back to you. The president very shortly here will be talking to the nation. And we've been at this thing here for quite a while now, Terry. I mean, daily almost. So you and them knowing you social media, you peruse the social media a lot, and then they get information about the country and what's happening. What I mean, you're like one of the people. Anybody want some knowledge about Liberia need to come and take the sponge and just wipe it on you a little bit. They will seize that sponge. Their sponge is going to be filled with knowledge. So let me ask you this: what are some of the critical things if you were advising the president to put in the sonata address for Liberians to be aware of?
Wow, that's a loaded question.
I know that.
But yeah, but if you're talking about when it comes to the challenges of his government, that's a whole different thing. When it comes to the successes, because the president going to talk about the success of his government over the past 2 years, and then he's going to address the issue of the challenges. But what are some of the things going forward that he need to do to create jobs? Like I said, that I was saying to Mr. So the last time, the taking of the children from on the street, the motorcyclists, all right? I think it had an impact on the economy, especially in Monrovia City, because it's not bad to remove them, but when you remove them, what are you replacing? What are you giving them to replace, the income they were making while riding in the city? So if you have minimized the movement in the city, maybe you get like what Madam Shirley did. You got a certain a group of Kenken that can move from one point of the city itself to another point, and dropping people, and motorbike will move from one point to another point to drop people, because you must take into consideration America. I mean, Liberia is not like America, but right. In America, you got, at least if I'm not mistaken, 80% of us, of people in America, got vehicles. The ones that don't have buses that takes you from one point to another, and they are very efficient to move around. In Liberia, transportation business make a lot of money because majority of the population do not have their own vehicle to move around. So people need to get from point A to point B. And in and around the city itself, there is no vehicle that move people from one point to one point in the city, like Broad Street, Merkley Street, the other street, So if you regulate the motorcyclists and say you move from point B to point B, this other group, they got their own tag to identify who they are, then you will be able to curtail and control them. You will curtail their movement, you will control them, they will make their money. But if you drive them from the city and you don't have jobs to create for them to occupy, then it will down on you, on the economy. And I think that is the reason why every time you see the president go, they say they need to create jobs. But my thing is, how are you going to create this job? This is one of the major challenge of this government. And coming in the next year, we want to see how they're going to create job for the people. Secondly, you can also help people who are doing petty trading. At least if the government has said, okay, the $200 million that Asila Mita is going to give will use $150 million to just loan money to small Liberian petty traders that are doing business that want to advance their businesses. Instead of you saying we'll use $200 million to pay debt. Because that $230 million you're using just to pay debt, what if your budget did not have the 200 million? You are still going to work within the confine of the $1 billion. So why didn't you take at least the $200 million and say, okay, we'll take the $200 million and invest it into petty traders, those who want to do business, those who want to advance the agriculture, those who want to do this, those who want to do that. We will pump this money into them, and they will be able to turn this money over in the economy so that they can be having return, and then they will pay back. You're not just giving them free money. You're giving them the money so that they can invest it and get a return, and you have a chain wherein people will track this money and track the payments. That's what Bragg used to do, and other people, small organization that came to Liberia during early time. So I think those are the real challenge right now in the economy is for people to be able to get money to do transaction, to do businesses. I heard one guy was saying yesterday that one cut of egg is now $75 when it used to be $50. It's now gone up to 75 US dollar. And we got egg factory. We say we got egg
70,
factory.
75 US dollar.
Yeah, for the whole cut. I
You mean
think for
the
the whole batch. I think so.
24 in our card? 24
Think
eggs.
so. I'm not sure, but it's the whole cut. I think they're about 224 or something.
Yeah, to the
But they
two
use to
something.
buy the cartoon according to the guy for $50. But now it's gone up to 75. Even though we are producing egg in Liberia. So the government need to tackle these things. The commerce ministry need to arise and do something because these are the challenges in the economy. And if we don't fix it, it might hurt us in the time to come.
Thank you. Marco, let's come to you on this here. From your perspective, before I say come to you on this, it's not because you're from Lofa, but I was going to say this here earlier. This young lady, Coffee Jojo, I'm so proud of her. I don't know her. I've only seen her in her two videos so far, but her beat, it's not only because it's a Lofa language, but it's resonate with people who really understand culture, like me, I say. And I just want to say here before you go on, I think this lady need to be showcased by the president. The president need to invite her to
Yes.
whether she from Lofa or not, invite her and sit behind the podium. This young lady, if you listen to some of the interviews, she had gone through a lot, according to her. But to put herself together and now be able to produce two music in a span of less than 4 months or 2 months, it's and even the musician that is backing her, I'm very proud of him. But I just thought I'd throw that in there. Let's go back to the question that I asked.
All right,
The
thank you,
issue.
Mr.
No, no,
To.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
I'm gonna spin it differently. You think I'm
oh
gonna
my
come?
God.
Yeah, you think
Okay.
I'm gonna come through? You're talking about soft boy. Yeah, I'm a
No, no,
journalist.
go ahead.
I'm a trained journalist. I'm
Okay,
lying.
journalist too.
No, but on a very serious note. Talk to me on this here, from female perspective, please. And here's the reason here. Quite recently, there have been issue with this culture, our culture with society in different communities in the country, and the Western style of living is now being uh, compared to that of the way people used to live. So can you talk to me on that? What do you think the president need to say to our sisters, brothers and sisters that are member of these and very important part of our culture, very important part of our society. Some of these group have been able to hold Liberians together. To be honest with you, they are like the glue of our being, because they put people together. They train young men young women to be a successful people in the society. So with this new inflow of what I call World Bank, this and whatever they call themselves, how do you think this president, if he's going to be addressing that, what are some of the things he need to do to address it effectively so that at least people know where he stand on this?
Are you talking about the traditional society or the tradition of Liberian women? Is that what you're talking about?
Talk to me on both of them.
Okay, thank you
You
very
have the
much.
ability. See that one of the things when I'm talking to you or Terry, and I'm not afraid. I can
Mhm.
throw it out there because you guys, many of you on here have the ability to answer these questions without scratching your head. So I'm not afraid. So I throw both of them. Go ahead.
So I let me tackle the traditional aspect first, then I get to the formal educational aspect. I'm one of those who are from both backgrounds. I am a part of the traditional background of the what you call the Sunday society in both the Western society. So I'm in a position of speaking on both when
That's
it
why I
comes
throw the
to,
question.
yeah,
That's why
the
I threw the
discussion.
question to you.
I When you talk about where civilization begin, it begins right where they call the Sunny Bush, because I am the member of that uh, particular group. And coming from that group, comparing it with civilization, they are almost similar. The only difference is that the traditional aspect is now written. And now coming into civilization is written where we can go by data, and be educated on it. And that is why I frowned on the other day the pronouncement of our president, then saying that they wanted to eradicate that process, you know. And I am saying he just needed to talk with some of the women organizations to see where they can change and where they can improve or where they can make they can eradicate. That's not his place as a president. And I can say I voted for him, I support him today. Because there is a positive part of it and there is a negative part of it. And what it can do, and someone can work on it to see where the negative aspect is to eradicate. But for the majority part, it's beneficiary. I can sit there today and tell you that I benefited from it, and that's why I even made me like potent enough to navigate through the European system. You come here, the typical American, they follow culture, they respect their elders, they are taught how to live a family life. And those are the things that are taught in the Sunday. How to become a parent, how to become a mother, how to take care of your home as a mother. Those are the things that are taught there. But people don't talk about those things, they look at the negative aspect and talk about it. Of course, the thing you look at as being negative is that negative to me. There is a reason why people do what they do. All of the negative aspect they have promoted in the NGO or even in the Western aspect. I, in the nursing area, I have tried to investigate all of the aspects they have brought forth in as negative. It has been proven wrong to me. Because I even tried to set up data when it comes to women going to give birth, how they are giving some negative aspect of how women from that end are promoted so bad that when they go to give birth, they are dying from childbirth. Give me the data. Give me the data because I am from Lofa and they have other countries that are practicing going through these practices. How many of the reports you have had that many women have died from practices of such because they came from that background? For me, I want to prove them wrong. And I have my data every day, every blessed day I go through that study to prove them wrong. Because here they say that those women are not involved, but many of the women are dying here from childbirth, and they are not from that background. Why will you compare them? No. And I say that it is wrong that they should not compare them. If you are not from that background, don't try to negatively approach it as a negative background. Okay, comparison. They have the people eradicating that, but what are they doing? Okay, let's say you say Laban people go to put mark on their back, they put tattoo on. You don't see a practice here that almost everybody put a tattoo on themselves on their skin so badly that you see some of them you don't even want to identify with. Nobody talking about that. But you want to talk about the African setting that what they are practicing is negative. But I say no. And for me, I am going to Liberia. We'll discuss this thing. We will get on a round table. And because as the people, culture society, I'm not giving the authority to discuss the in depth. And I must respect their society. But when you sit there and say that it is negative, I will rebut you that it is not negative because I have seen the traditional aspect of it and I have seen the medical aspect of it. It's not negative.
Thank you.
Let's going back to our women back home. I was one of those where I put down for education because they felt that women were just meant to be uh, wives in housewives. And because of that,
Let me
not many
let me
women were given the
let
opportunity.
let me help you with that.
But
Women,
but are
according
you
to them,
ain't give me chance to talk now?
now according
Okay.
to them, I'm calling,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be ridiculous in the one because it happened to me myself. According to them,
Mm-hmm.
according to my dad, he had, I think, one, two, three, six girls, and he told my mom, even though all six of them are not my mom kid, biological kid, but he told my mom, take care of them because when we sell them, the money we're gonna get will buy Samson's wife. So go ahead.
Yes,
They don't
so
want them to go to school because then if they go to school, I will not get wife.
yes, so this affected many of us women for not being, uh, educated to the level that you have most men. And I can set myself an example if I didn't force it. And then when I started to force it, it's like my father started seeing. I don't know for what reason. I think it was God that had it, or maybe my innovative, or my way of doing things then that God really helped and pushed my father to be encouraged to really push me up there. But that was the negative impact it had on women because they said women should be there and be not go to school, get married, and the husband will take care of them. And in the interim, and the Liberian men are also like we are discussing here. They want to have more than three, four, five women. And you having these women, you cannot support them. They
Did
have
I
to
hear you? Did I hear you say Liberian man?
where that they want it, I know most. Am I wrong?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, most of them want to have, even if they have their wives, they want to have cooking bands out there, and they are not
The
putting.
many Liberian married that say they don't want anything else. Many Liberian men that I know, many Liberian, I'm not only that I know, all Liberian men, they get married, they stay with that said no, nothing else. So go ahead, man.
Okay, they go out there and having kids, and they are not in a position of taking care of these kids. Women are left with the responsibility of the
Okay,
kids.
okay, got you too much tonight. You
Oh, but
really
it's
you
a
hit
told
too
that's
much now.
not right. That's not fair. When we
Well, yeah,
discuss,
you
you should
going
let
somewhere
go.
where I don't you talking about Liberian men business now. Let move on. Let move. I mean, because they were but anyway, take it easy now. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm taking it easy. Now these children are left alone, and women are kind of like because of those pressures and things. Women were not given opportunity to speak publicly. And besides that, some of all had impediment in speaking. Like I will always say, I had this impediment in speaking. Today, I'm very grateful that I can stand or sit on this platform to even talk like I'm talking today. Because if I had it and be ashamed of how people used to laugh at me, I would not be sitting in this position to even speak today. Because I had it, what they call stuttering, And because of that, I could not speak publicly, and people look down on you and they will not consider you in certain area. It is only now that we find ourselves in certain, area. At this time, they give you the opportunity to learn. And I had some all try to. Even if you see me, I'm speaking, I'm stuttering. I try to fight it because I'll try to learn a way of how, to get off or to, get out of that state when it occurs with me. The teaching aspect is what not happening. We need to talk to our women out there in Liberia that they are not limited. They can do anything to be in a position up there. And you talked about this girl, Jojo. I am one of those. I admire her so much. She's a young lady. That girl was able to organize the group in Lofa. They had a reunion in Lofa, and the older people submitted themselves to that young girl because of the way she carried herself. That girl was able to raise that fund and was able to plan that program, and it was 100% successful. That people left from here, representatives from all around the world went there to celebrate that homecoming in Lofa. And I admire her. She this five-sighted girl. She had even been working with these Zogos, as we call them, you know, from back home. She had been able to build a center for them. She created some place for them, and she thinking on how to even in last year to to help our disability youth, not
She
disability,
lives in
not
Liberia, correct?
sorry.
She lives in Liberia, correct?
Yeah, she lives in Liberia. She travels, but she lives in Liberia. She has a business that she established. You see the country materials and things. That's
Right.
what she sells in her store. And she was able to open a studio. That's where she make her music. Okay? But again, it left for us to promote her. And that's the problem we have. We are not in the position of promoting one another. And this is one of our girls or women that we need to promote. She is doing extremely well. She is doing it in a business wide. Yes.
If I had
She's
the opportunity to engage her, I would, because usually when you play their music, then you get knocked off the air by Facebook or by
yeah,
YouTube.
you have to say, yeah, you have to say a disclaimer that you have no copyright.
Even if you do that, they still go after you. But anyway, okay. Thank you, guys. Let me open the line. Let me open the line. Those of you that want to chime in our conversation here, please do so. That's the line 916-533-2048. I'm having conversation a day after Christmas with Mr. Terrence Collins here and Madam Kautu Jala tonight here. Both are LPR personality, and we're having some fruitful conversation. As you can see here, folks, those of you that are listening and watching, it's very peaceful here tonight. We don't have these so-called independent coming here to disturb our show, and we are not here trying to put in a position of being a defensive minded person here tonight. We're here to be calm and discuss. So while we're waiting for your call, let me go back to Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, let's hear from you. What's on your plate tonight that you try? Oh, here we go. I say him leaving you and now call because you know Alfonso not here. So Mr. So not here. That's why you scared you can come on. Eh?
No,
What you
you know
mean?
we got terrible snow. Yeah, and I was driving to work, man. I started driving from 7 o'clock. I just reached my destination in my 35 minutes drive. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I just reached it, so I couldn't come on.
Hey,
But I've been following the show
yeah, my son, as highly educated as you. Where you can go? Go to Cruiserville. Go to Upriver because you're from Upriver. You'll do well
I
there.
can't go. Boy, I ain't doing good, so I can't go right now. No, on a serious note, on a serious note, I mean, good show. Koto and Terry, how you guys doing? From two things I called to talk about. One, when you brought up at the topic with Jeremiah Kuhn,
Oh God, only politics.
the rebellions that is about to take place in the house, and and Terry tried to side play. So we're talking about 22 rule of law. I mean, 22 what do you call it? Majority black people. This is not the rule of law people. The rule of law people were the 30. This is 22 majority, rule of, what do you call them? Majority black people that are turning against their own people to dress, their own true devil to dress. Now, you're gonna come and say it's not gonna happen.
What did you say? Their own crew devil or their own?
Their own devil, their
Oh,
own
okay.
devil, the devil to dress, and they're turning against them. All the rule of law group has to do is to join them. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. Well, all of the things are hanging over Richard Coon's head. They kind of disgrace. If the media amplify what is happening over Richard Coon's head, it's over. It's over completely. What are that Musa Belete? What are that another person? Nobody know who they are. And that Musa Belete, I don't talk about that yet, and not gonna work because Musa Belete, nothing but the majority on black 22 put I'm doing that thing over there. You know that way. Richard Coon is arrogant, he's greedy. We saw what he been doing, telling media how he will do this to them, calling himself regime speaker. We see all the different things happening. So they call it in a happy that look, this man is not who we think he is. He can't represent us. And so they're trying to do what they have to do. So that will be an easy thing. It's just a matter of time. Another thing Koto talk about here is about our culture. And I'm gonna take my hat to Koto for standing up for our culture. I'm not a traditional I got my background, half of my background in our culture, half in the other side.
Well, other side.
But
Well, other side.
I'm not in court,
River.
Mr. Stowe, I'm not in court. I'm not in court. I'm not on the witness stand, Mr. Stowe. No, but on a serious note, Otto made some startling revelation here. And if all Liberians and Africans would take that, it will be something good. These people got their own culture and tradition that you dare not even talk about. Have you read about the Masonic or the Freemason when you go take their oath? Have you read about some of the things they go through? That if you dare talk about it, it will scatter your body. It will cut you and scatter your body in the full corner of the earth. Have you read about those things? We're talking about a culture that prepares women for womanhood, girls for womanhood. A culture that prepares boys for menhood, to be able to take care of the family, to marry their wives and take care of the family. We saw that happen. Our forefathers did it. Our mothers, way back did it. We never saw complication in birth. They never took vaccine to give birth. Today, Cotton and myself sitting here because of that practice. Somebody come out because they want to control us. You don't know if you lose your tradition, you know about it. Look at what happened to our brothers and sisters here. You know about it. When they infiltrate your culture and your tradition, they cut you off. You know about it. But they're afraid if they cannot infiltrate your culture because you got something you're depending on that can defend you. But once they take that away from you, you're done. They can rile you any kind of way. And that's what happened to Africa. When people came and brought the Bible and introduced it to us and made us believe that our ancestors were evil. So today, can you look back and tell me your grandfather is a witchcraft? I'm asking Terry, I'm asking Cotton and Labor, because on the show, I'm not picking on Terry or Labor, no, but I'm just asking Cotton. Can you tell me your great-grandfather was an evil man? Or your great-mother, your great-great-grandmother was evil? But those are the things they told us. We cannot talk about our ancestors. They were evil, but they will bring their ancestors for us to worship them. And it will control us. We should stop that. We should start to open our eyes.
Thank you.
We can blend. You know what? Coming to America, you know what they told us in the thing? They said, do not criticize what you see and bring your culture and blend it with our culture. Do you know why? Because they want to maintain their way of life. But they want to destroy other people's way of life. And that's sad. Koto, thank you for staying up. And a lot of women follow you, it will be something good. This thing happened only when we started
I hope the kumbaya you're starting with control. I hope it lasts because come Sunday it will not last.
Oh, that man gay, I can call for
it will not last. Sunday, I know you. Sunday it will not last.
Just forget about our thoughts.
Okay.
Of course,
I will bring that man over. Don't worry. I'll bring the unity party.
She's saying something very genuine. And I believe we should not allow people to infiltrate us like that. Why
Thank
you keep
you.
talk about trying to introduce the Pele language to be the number one language in Liberia? So when we speak, other people will not be able to understand. We can speak in one voice. It will be something good. But when the people know what you say, everything you say, if we were on the show talking Pele now to our Liberian audience, everybody, whether you crime man, you pastor man, but we speaking Pele, everybody understand it.
Thank
You say
you.
any kind of topic I want to say here.
Thank you.
We won't cast about our our people then here we can cast about that, but we can't do that now. So we can
Thank you. Thank you, Walter Carter. Let me merge with Rescue 2 and then we can close.
Terry, happy New Year. If I don't see you guys, God bless. And then that's it.
We hope to see you Sunday. I hope you're not going working.
Sunday I'll be
I hope you're going to work
Sunday
in the people
probably
Summer
tomorrow, you
Rio.
and myself probably you and myself will be together Sunday or I mean tomorrow or Wednesday.
I don't want. You can't. I don't want you there. I don't want. I just want.
We will be there because make sure you carry your juice, you carry your power, and put that pressure pill next to you because we'll elevate it.
Okay, we'll be there.
All right,
All right. Thank you.
All right, then. Take it easy.
Okay. Rescue 3. Good evening. What's on your mind, sir? You close it for us.
What cheers, Country and Terry? How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Thank you. Yeah.
How you doing?
You brought out a very key issue tonight. You are discussing concerning the present speaker, Richard Kuhn. The whole Richard Kuhn, maybe you have not been following the entire football fight. This Richard Kuhn something has been being a spoon talk and a guy that spoon is trying to promote the call the original countryman. It's another cool guy. You can remember last year they got gave a team about 1,000 bag of rice and spoon distributed it. The original countryman. I think it's a title too. He the one posted that he the one that pushing it on the 2 members for the rule of law group to make sure that they remove Richard Kuhn for the whole fight here. But it'll be rational. If they make like domestic affair, can you get that into a governmental issue to say because of the man went and married to a sister or do this and that? I don't see the moral that definitely says the moral issue. To travel to the country, there are a lot of things other people did to come here. That man is not here. If he were in America, we are discussing that thing, I said that would be the issue. There are people that got sanctioned but still they got elected in our drug or another issue. But the issue to say that these people would be able to remove a speaker or to remove a judge, it should be backed by the executive. One of the things we should consider. And whether the executive is not pleased with Richard Kuhn, I'm not seeing it, I'm not heard it in the Union Party, around the Union Party. But George, I want to push a narrative that they can use getting the money, they can to get people to fight it, to remove Richard Kuhn. None of them will be doing it, there'll be a complete destruction because none of these lawmakers, they're getting money for executive also can project in their district. So that you don't want to turn around, get to come around and see a executive to say fighting the executive to delay the government. I'm not seeing it. And one of the things that you are not discussing tonight is a statement that Sir Joseph made to because every little thing that these politicians say on the media, we always come here to discuss it. Listen to the statement that Sir Joseph made today in Lofa. We are not heard it on the show. Maybe maybe Sunday you will bring it, I don't know. But the fact of the matter, you asked Terry about what would be a recommendation when the president is coming to address the nation in January. To me, one of my key, my observation of my recommendation should be surrounding reconciliation because it's still, in all of these things that we are saying, these politicians, I said it the other day, that Samuel 12 brother, now that Samuel 12 brother is able to work with FPRC. So all of these politicians will continue to fight for them on the social media, and they are meeting secretly discussing, and we the followers on the social media fighting for them. I don't think it's fair to us too. So the president should talk about reconciliation, and the reconciliation should be genuine. Bring in the political leader, hear their view, and get them. Let them come up with ideas we are all Nigerians, regardless who is ruling the country. All we want is that the country should go forward and we the common people that everybody will be here to succeed our country. Thank you for the show, Mr. Toh.
Thank you very much. You'll be the last caller. Thank you guys for the call. We'll go ahead and remove the number now. Sis Carter, let's hear your closing so we get out of here. It's holiday.
Yeah, I saw a few of the comments, and I seen people saying taking kids to that level is not the right thing. But hey, that was the people tradition. That's how they did it. And from the time I've been knowing myself, there were no kid that was taken to the sunny bush and died there or got sickness from there, sick or contracted any disease or sicknesses from there. So we can come to that. And other people that are saying, oh, women have a lasting negative impact of it, let them come and ask me if it is true. You know, talking about sexual drive. Come, if I'm not married, I will tell you, say, let me try your husband and see if the drive is not there. Okay. And the thing is, people
Got
that
through.
don't know
Got
about what to
Thank
say,
you. Got-
people who don't know about things, they just sit and, speak
Me,
all
me, I know, baby.
negative
Well, I don't know
online.
about all those kind of things.
Ah,
got-
okay. People talking, discussing issues that you kidding yourself about it.
Wow, got you're not easy. If you are not married, you will tell the person they bring your husband. Let me try.
Yes, and see what they drive. He would tell you about what I. Yeah, man. I mean, people should stop it. If people just sit there and speed up negativity on the African, they just want to control all through all means, and they will come and tell you the negative aspect of it. They tell you witchcraft and sorcery, but they do the same thing here. The court cards, they go to the grave, they consult the dead. You don't see it happening here. They do it right here in America. They are consulting the dead. What is that? Is that the same thing our full parents do? They go there and have ceremony for their dead and thing. But they tell you it's negative, but yet they are practicing the same thing. But I think we should try to let them know that what we know about our culture is beneficial. It's only because of us we are not using it in a positive on a positive level. That's why we are criticizing it. And to the speakership, I want to tell the representatives there that you guys should stop that. Because if you don't, they want us to suspend that whole representative aspect, we're going to block it up and there will be no representative and our government will function. To me, I think they should stop that other play because that's complete play they have in there. They went there, they were elected to go and do the Liberian people job, but rather they are left the Liberian people job and doing their own thing there, and we will suspend that whole block and let them sit there and go home. We will not pay them.
Thank
And
you.
I will run our campaign this time around. When they take their days or the time they will take out, they will not be paid for the time they will be out. And we will be advocating for that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a
Terry,
good night.
close it for us. Thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Happy holiday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Happy holiday. Yesterday I wasn't home, and Merry Christmas. We stay in the season
Yeah, Merry
to all
Christmas.
our followers.
Mm,
Yeah, so actually, Keto, the like I said, Musa Belete is behind this thing, and allegedly, because I don't want somebody to come and say, "Oh, the man say." I'm speculating, and I believe allegedly that Musa Hen is on this thing because I've been around for a little bit to see how Liberian politics play out. This is not a prophecy. This is speculation. Mhm. Before somebody say the man is prophesying, and this is speculation. So
Speculation. I'm the
yes,
best. I'm the best at
and,
that.
and Libra is the best at it anyway. So I'm learning from the guru. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So I am sure of that, that Musa ability here is all inside. His 10 fingers are all inside. But it will fail. It will not work. And the reason it's not going to succeed. Now, don't get me wrong. If you get it 49, you can do it. If you believe that the 22 lawmakers that are broke away, that they are broke away from the majority black, then your COFA group who can join that number and remove the guy. That one will not even, it will be just like this. Quick. and then we're talking a different speaker and all the kind of thing, which arrangement would be fine. But the stance, looking at the kind of structure we have in our country, those lawmakers are going to take that route. They're going to be looking at the future of the constituents. They're not going to jeopardize the future of what they're going to get from this coming budget for this year to go put it behind something that will cause that particular opportunity to stall. Those lawmakers going there in our house, they went there to help the constitution. But we're waiting to see because I brought on a case, you can't predict what will happen. 1 minute something here, the another minute you see something going on the other side. You know, but yeah, like the aspect of the cultural thing. For me, I'm a religious person. I don't like to talk about it because when I talk about it, I go religious. I don't deal with it from the perspective of cultural base and all the kind of thing. I think the only problem that major problem that with the culture, if you want to do those, let it be an adult. Like everything we say here, like people going in America, people go to necromizing, they do just what Cisco to say, they go to the dead spirits, they do all kind of stuff, they do witchcraft activity in America. In fact, they practice it openly, they don't hide it. They get books and things, but these are people that are adults that know how to make decisions for themselves. And they got them bad culture here too with the gay thing, same sex marriage, blah, blah, blah. So, but our culture wherein they're having problem is the aspect of the child being compelled, being or forced into it by the parent because the parents, were part of the culture. So the devil come and eat your child. The child is carried into the bush and abandoned there for some time, a child that is not able to make decisions for themselves.
What do you mean by
So
abandon? They abandon where?
It says got to let
yeah,
a
I
man
come
close.
the
It's got to
child
let a man
you
close.
take the child and carry the child in the bush, in the society bush, right? You leave your child there, even though you carry food and things, but you leave your child there with the people to take care of them, people that the children are not accustomed to, right? So I'm saying that is against the child's will. If we in this society, my recommendation is very short. If you believe that this is good, then your American children take them and carry them to Liberia and carry them to the society. But you in America, you see the way they treat children here. My child, I can leave my daughter in the car in America here. In not Liberia, in Liberia, like the way we see, look at what happened the con Christmas. People just take their children and just give it to people, they just carry the children out. I'm not against the culture. I love our culture. But there are some things that need to be amended in the culture. This is why JBSA, in as much as to me, I feel that it was unnecessary. That bill was unnecessary at this time. We got more stressing issue to look at than what they're trying to do to please the international community. I think that is uncalled for to our people. But if the women then could say they're going around to sample views of the women, how do they feel about it? If the women in Liberia can come out and say, look, like the data you're talking about, that this thing is not bad, it's good for us, I think the lawmakers should follow what they say. Because in politics, the majority carry the rule. But if we can say, look, this thing, if you say, okay, but the child reach at the adult stage, they make decision to want to go to join the society, it's fine. But if you take the child to a place that will make them afraid against their will, and they have to do it because you are the parents, then it become a different thing. But again, that is left on to us to decide that. Our people need to decide that. If they decide that this is what they want, that is what they will have. That is just my opinion. Thank you, Labor, for the show.
Thank you. And let me just say here very quickly, Terry, I'm not, I've never been into poor society or what have you. But what I do think, I believe, these people, many of these young people, before they go, years and years and years from the time they were born, their parents had prepared them, talked to them one day, and they always anticipated that one day. And so I believe that they don't just go and dash them down. These things are arranged in the society, and
Okay.
the society will do their best. For example, in my own area of Town, of course, they will practice similar situation, but not the way it is practiced in other area of Liberia. But another thing that I
But
do know.
liberal,
Mm,
I'm a living testimony. My great grandmother had her own devil. When we go to the village, Eatington, when we used to go to the village, you don't dare to come outside. If you come outside, the devil will carry you.
mm,
I was also doing business in CV in Middle East in Grand Julia County. We
mm,
were told that the devil was coming outside, and no man, once you're not part of the bush, you need to go under the bay or
mm,
you need to hide, or else when you come outside, you're not part of the society, you will be taken
mm,
by force against your will.
mm,
And that is wrong.
Yeah, but
right.
So
they
you
tell
can
you
say,
don't go
eh,
there.
yeah, but
But Terrence, okay,
why do
it,
you stop freedom of movement? It's
yeah,
against
but
the law.
okay, the issue is now you're talking about Christianity. I
Guys,
agree. They are
I
speaking.
tell you what, says
They
Kotu.
they top it with
That mean Monday. The topic is
that.
very
It's
interesting.
a yeah, it's a
We'll discuss it.
discussion. People, we
We
need
we
to
will
discuss
we will
it.
discuss
You know.
it.
We need to discuss it. I agree with you,
I
says
think
Kato.
leaving it on the
Yeah, we need to
blanket,
discuss it. We need to find a
on the
whole show
pillow,
for it.
leaving it on the pillow is not gonna help us. We'll discuss it. But let me say this here, what I was saying. So in my own area, of you guys, I want you guys know the guy they call Gibson Jeru. Now, Gibson Jeru, in his town, they have this devil, the guy killer, and I believe that person has relationship with Gibson, but I don't want to go too much into it. But anyhow, this
Oh,
guy,
so you put in your member.
yeah, don't mind Gibson, a small little boy. I think you and Gibson probably maybe Gibson older than you, Terry, maybe about not more than 3 4 years.
Guess what? Not all. He
Mm.
got ugly. He got ugly. That's all.
Oh
Gibson is a
God.
very yeah, it's a very so Gibson older sister. I have do it by my little brother. His other older brother. When I show his picture, I show you George picture and show you Gibson picture. You will say no, God, Gibson's son. You know. So, but Gibson is a very young man, very young man. But anyhow, but the point that I'm making here, this devil in his town, that's my grandma town as well. But when the devil ready to get outside, the devil face, they gotta put pepper inside. But sometimes people can be afraid to put pepper there. Then he say, no, I'll do it myself. Then he put pepper inside. Then when he ready, when the pepper in your eye now, that's not small thing in our town.
Mm.
So that's not small thing. Then he say, I can't see again. Pepper here now, you know. But the point here is, after all of that is said and done, when they're done, this is the way that people come together. The community, for example, another guy went on the farm. At that time I was little, of course. Went on the farm, and this little girl, we all played together. I mean, we were just about the same age group. She and her mom took food for the father, and the last tree the men were cutting down smashed the little girl, killed her. He couldn't do farming anymore, he said. The community came together for 2 years straight. Brushes found, cut the tree, and the women would go and plant and cut rice for him until they were able to find him another wife. But whenever you get in that town, even as we speak, as old as we are now, that story, as soon as you bring it up, those who know about the story, their entire body will be cringing. So the culture issue in Liberia is not a little stuff. It's deeper. It has saved so many people. Even long time ago, there's a story where they say when people go brush, somebody cut himself, and the guy have that thing with him, he will come and take the soul out of that person's skin. And I don't know how true that is. But those are things when you sit down by the fire, they will tell you. There's an old man who fought in Southtown War. He went to war in Southtown and he got captured. And his uncle, who happened to be the warrior in our town, told the people, I'm going to go get him. And he went to sleep. while he was laying down sleeping, and the men were walking, coming to town. So those are things that people say and do. Culture. Not everybody that will go and be Niji. Have you heard of Niji before?
Yeah.
Okay. Not everybody will go and be a witchcraft. There are some people, they know the medicine and they help people. So but we will discuss it, Cisco too. I think this subject matter need to be discussed, and I think we will open the door on that. I want to thank both of you again tonight, Terry, as Christmas, Merry Christmas, Cisco too, Merry Christmas, Terry, as
Yes,
usual.
Cisco too. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
The year is coming to an end, and I don't know if I can say that you ever miss day here in this place. Which I don't believe anytime the show come on, you're
I miss
here.
days many times,
Yeah,
but
I've
I
not
don't.
seen it yet.
When I'm loyal to something, I'm loyal to it. Unless
But
something keep
you're
on going
you're you're
sideways.
you're a God person. You're a God fearing person. So that one that you don't drink. You're not in the battle to
Oh,
say you're not drinking. You're not in the battle. So
so God person, you can tell the president to steal.
I tried to. I tried.
Because I know that the play, I know that the play Mr. So will go later on, or you will go. I'm
He
just
said
kidding,
right
man.
now. He
Yeah,
said
but when I'm
he,
loyal to something, Mr. So I mean, labor, I feel guilty when you send me a link and you hoping that I come on and don't come on. Feel guilty. That is what can bring me on. And especially when you struggling. When I see
yeah,
you
yeah,
talk.
yeah.
Sometimes I can let you talk. I want you to talk. When you talk, then you sugar and corner and I say, no, the puppy, you
I
need
start
help.
calling. I start calling for rescue two. Rescue two. But thank you guys. Thank you
Yeah.
guys. I mean, all of us on here, we make this network a beautiful place. I'll be on Prince Sherry show tomorrow. I hope you don't bring Walter Cutter with a Tabata, because if they come tomorrow, if they want some serious conversation, they have to be serious. But if they come and start talking Tabata, I will give them the day for their life.
Yeah,
I will make them run
the
away
thing,
from their own show.
the thing is, Mister Two, the topic. The only thing that the person they support is the only person that can be president of this country. They don't know they have the potential. They can. I see Liberian. They don't promote themselves. They don't put themselves on the front page. They are
So Marco,
qualified, and
let me
then
ask you. Let me ask you this: Do you know this? Do you know this lady, Coffee? I'd like to interview her.
Jojo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can get to her.
Yeah.
Is Loma?
If yeah,
Yeah,
and
she's Lama.
but and you love her too.
Yes.
The other new one, does it mean slapping Liberia?
No, they say let us come up in group. Let's come out there. Don't play with Liberia. If you play with Liberia, I will slap you. You know?
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
wow.
Liberia is not your toy. Let's come
Oh,
together and support and promote Liberia.
oh,
That's what you
okay.
do.
So what was
Okay.
the first one saying? The first one she made that
The
went
first
viral.
one.
The first one was talking about unity.
Oh,
She
okay.
said from the onset she talked about praising her daughter, her sister, rather her sister was going to give birth. But the second aspect is let us all unite, you know. Let's forget about hatred. Hatred is not good, but love promotes, society. That was that song. And I love that so much, more than even the second one.
I saw you dancing with that song.
Yeah, she was talking
Mhm.
about unity.
We saw you.
That's
We
what,
see.
Yeah, that first song, I'm more
yeah.
into that first song than the second one.
Let's love one another and
Now, if
forget
I
about
have
hatred.
permission, if I
Hatred
have
is
her
not good.
permission, I would have played it right now. But I don't have the permission, so I can do that. So,
When I was in Lofa, Loma was very difficult for me to learn. I could only hear one, but the
so
Kisi,
it
the
difficult.
Kisi, I was learning the Kisi faster than the Loma.
So
To me,
Kissy and
But
Loma,
Lama,
which one
Lama
hard?
is actually hard. Lama is hard
Loma
to
is
speak.
hard.
So
Yeah.
Loma, is it true? Loma mixed with Mandingo, Mana and stuff like that.
No, Lama isn't mixed with. Lama has a Madingo push on it because we have common border with Madingo, you know that? So
Yeah.
my town has a border with the Madingo. So Even my grandma has a Mandingo background.
Speaking about that, do you have a long form birth certificate to be a Liberian? I think you're from Guinea.
Because my grandma has a background from there. But I would be very proud. It's just that I'm not, from there, but I have a maternal grandparent, my mom from that end. So
Yeah.
But we all migrated from somewhere. Then I
yeah.
assume where they say JMB from Sierra
Even
Leone.
if you look at the history of Lofa, no Mandingo man has ever settled in my town. In as much as we have closer border, they have never slept in that town. And there's a culture background of that setting that leads to that.
Oh.
Mandingo man does not sleep in that town.
The
Oh,
only thing
okay.
about Loma man, you
What's
can't
up,
play with
Kota?
that
We're
when
not
you
taking color again. We're finishing. Well, I'm taking you by again. You
Loma.
can't spoil our show.
Yeah, that's a bonnet town.
Look at
But
it. Look
what?
at me. Well,
Yeah, that's a
he say,
bonnet. They call it a bonnet settlement.
feeding head you because I say, Kotu from Guinea now. He can, yeah, you're from Africa.
Oh,
Come on, yeah. You were supposed to come and tell over your show. You can't run your show that the thing you got for me that from Africa.
you're not able. Do
Yeah,
get in the show, you're not able.
but I told you, I can't turn my. You give me power, I'm gonna give you power back. I beg you. How many times I see crime and get power? Power. All right, guys. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank
So
you.
you'll watch the show tomorrow, folks. On Mr. Prince Sherry show is going to be at 7 o'clock Eastern time. The
The only
liberal.
thing about him, instead of he being objected to teach, he only want to be joy. We are topic. Let
Let
him
him
be
bring it.
natural.
The
Let
problem
him
with
bring
him on
it.
his show, he can't be more, he can't talk plenty the way he come here and talk plenty. On
Mhm.
his show, when he moderating, it's much better to watch him moderating because he give people chance to speak. As compared to when he come on our show, he want talk the whole time.
because
Yeah.
because he can't talk on his own show, so he think he
Yeah,
can
he don't
finish
talk on
it.
his own show that out.
Yeah.
I always
So,
watch him.
but let them bring up what joy we are topic they can bring that. I don't have any idea on
Joy, we are coming back. That's the only topic they have.
what they got to. If like I said, if they approach me tomorrow from an intellectual standpoint, they will truly enjoy it. But if they come tomorrow and can't throw me under the bus with President Baka, the father of the nation, I will defend so much that they won't even have bus in Montreal to throw me on. I'll tell you right now. So, anyway, guys, thank you, Sis
Yeah,
Scott.
good night,
Thank you
man.
very much. Thank
It's
you,
got to
Terry.
have a good night.
Happy holiday. Let's meet on
Thanks to you
Sunday
guys.
with Mr. Social. Good night, folks. Okay. Again, folks, Samson told Labra Public, I want to thank all of you for tuning in again this evening. It's been a wonderful, wonderful show. I'm sitting in for Mr. Soul, who refused to show up because he knew very well this Libra is not going to give up power. I'm from Grand Gila County. How many times I see crime and give up power? You going to give me power, I'm going to give it back to you. I beg you. Samson told. Again, as I stated earlier, we will be on Prince Sherry show tomorrow. Watch out for the show, and please, when we come on, share it to as many brothers and sisters as possible. I hope they will come in with an intellectual conversation so that we will be able to engage properly. But if they come tomorrow, general like Prince Sharif stated earlier in the day, topic like create job creation, corruption, and things like yeah, we can address those from a general standpoint. But then if you start tying the father of the nation around corruption, we ain't got proof of, then you not spoil the whole thing. The liberal is not going to sit down for that. Again, folks, Samson told Labra happy holiday, happy Merry Christmas to all of you. It was nice Christmas yesterday. Thank you, and we want us to continue to pray for one another. We pray God, we thank God. We didn't hear any bad news from any family members, anything else. Thank you. Let's continue to do the best thing. Live for the best. Be good. Put God first. With that, good night, folks. Samson told.
Toute l'Italie, nous dit Seigneur, acclame ça. Voyez, Rachel de Kibo, je adé. On va venir no, Yadi for a problem. Abi Godo Yadi. Abi Godo Yadi, Stefan Soko. I'm a Godo Yadiba, Stefan Soko for a problem. Aya, Godo Yadiba. I'm an America Sawa. I'm a very big papa. I don't you get by your secret. I'm a pie. We are in a Godo Yadi. I live by your for a problem. Hey, Godo Yadi. Oh, Tabas is a Papa. Tabas is a why, I didn't know you there for a problem. I've been there for the Yadi. No, so my dad to play. I'm no, hello. I did what I bet it was a racket. What I bet. I'm my body. Yeah, man. I'm my body. I'm my last love with a body. I'm going to make a very big papa.